While America is widely known for the massive rabbits it loves to breed, the Plush Lop tends to be an exception. This rabbit breed is actually in the compact size, even though it actually has two varieties, the regular sized one and the miniature version. Generally, the Plush Lop is believed to be one of the newer breeds of domesticated rabbits and has been around only since the 90s. The Plush Lop actually started back in 1995 when Devie D'anniballe created the miniature version. It was bred by crossing the Miniature Lop, a popular miniature rabbit, and the Miniature Rex, another one of the top choices for rabbit owners who love miniature breeds. The reason for crossing both those breeds was to develop an entirely new and unique kind of rabbit that had the great qualities of both the Miniature Lop and the Miniature Rex. The result was a rabbit that sported a body that is compact and ears that are actually lopped. It was only in 2002 when the regular version of the Plush Lop was bred. Instead of breeding it in the United States, a certain Christine Toyer developed this version of the Plush Lop in Australia when the standard Rex was crossed with the Dwarf Lop. What turned out was a breed that looked and acted the same way as the miniature Plush Lop but is a bit bigger than the original version. Even though the regular-sized Plush Lop is becoming popular every year, it is still considered to be in the middle of its development process. Meanwhile, the smaller version of this rabbit is regarded as the more popular variant in the US and in many other places around the world. Australia and the UK are at the forefront of the regular-sized Plush Lop's continuing development. Physical description. Regardless of whether you have a miniature or a regular version of the Plush Lop, this rabbit will have a body that is compact and small. The best part is that its body also features a rather firm muscle mass, as it tends to be quite lean instead of the usual plump and fat kind of rabbit that you often see in most kinds of American breeds of rabbits. This is despite the fact that its loins are well rounded in a way that it actually is made out of lean muscle instead of fats. In that regard, no matter how small this rabbit may be, it looks strong and athletic instead of how some rabbits look fat and kind of lazy. Looking at the Plush Lop in a more detailed way, it has a head that seems well-rounded, well-developed, and sits firmly on its shoulders. You will hardly see this animal's neck, as it seems like its head is attached directly to the shoulders. Meanwhile, there is some sort of separation between his eyes. However, the Plush Lop has eyes that are round and large for this rabbit size. Its cheeks tend to be the only thing fat about this rabbit, as it features round and full cheeks that give it a cuddly look. The well-developed and well-muscled hind legs should look strong yet short at the same time. Meanwhile, you will notice that the front legs also look just as strong, short, and well-developed as the front legs but are quite straight. Its tail should also be rounded and furry. Female versions of these rabbits might have some sort of dewlap or extra flap of skin on their necks. What gives this rabbit its iconic name is its ears. The Plush Lop features ears that are furred and very thick. They also sit very close to the rabbit's cheeks and should be lopped. What that means is that it should have ears that hang down just behind its eyes. You will also notice that you will hardly ever see the inside of the rabbit's ears. You could barely see any differences between the miniature and the standard versions. They both have bodies that are compact and well-muscled. However, the major difference tends to be in size, as the overall appearance of the miniature Plush Lop makes it look smaller than the standard version. The standard version, due to how lean it is, rarely grows heavier than 5 pounds. Meanwhile, the smaller miniature Plush Lop is somewhere close to 2 or 3 pounds in terms of its overall weight. That means that both the standard and the miniature versions are still quite small and compact compared to the other gigantic breeds of rabbits found in America. Plush Lops have coats that are soft, smooth, and silky. You will find that it is quite enjoying stroking its hair from its head all the way down to where its tail starts. Its lopped ears also make stroking its hair a lot easier. Meanwhile, the British Rabbit Council and the American Rabbit Breeders Association accept any sort of pattern or color when it comes to the Plush Lop. That means that there is no distinctiveness as to the color of this rabbit's coat. Personality. The Plush Lop is as great a pet for a family as any other pet can be, due to how it acts like your usual sweet, loving, and affectionate domesticated rabbit. As small as this bunny may be, it has quite a big heart whenever it interacts with its family. It is generally very friendly towards you and will more than likely love to spend its time socializing with the family and other household pets that are safe for rabbits to be with. Moreover, the Plush Lop will not mind if you have it sit on your lap. It might even prefer to actually stay on your lap or to sit close to you while you stroke its head. Plush Lops are also considered quite docile. This kind of rabbit will not mind getting petted or even getting handled by its owner or by people who it does not even know. It will most likely not try to struggle whenever you are handling it, as it is naturally very receptive to getting carried or petted by humans. This makes it a very easy pet to have, as it almost will not show any signs of agitation when you are handling it. When you let it out of its cage and leave it to have fun on its own, The Plush Lop will show a rather playful and curious side. It will not be too shy about trying to play with rabbit-friendly toys, you give it some. The rabbit will also more than likely get along well with children that would want to play with it. Of course, the Plush Lop is rather curious and will try to learn more about its surroundings to acclimate itself to the type of environment that is outside of its usual habitat inside its cage. Behavior. The Plush Lop behaves in the same manner as most other domesticated breeds of rabbits. That means that they are generally well-behaved pets that act as a sort of domesticated animal. Like dogs or cats. They are not prone to any kind of mischief and are good-natured in terms of how they behave with or without their owner around. In other words, you do not have to worry too much about how your Plush Lop behaves. Due to how friendly and affectionate this rabbit is, the Plush Lop will more than likely want to be around you when you let it out of its cage. It will show a lot of affection towards you by trying to get close to you as much as possible. It even loves hanging around on your lap and relaxing there while you stroke its hair. Allow it to behave in such a way so that it will become more affectionate and friendlier towards you, your family, and your house guests. Imagine having a puppy around as this rabbit loves receiving love and attention from you. When it is not cuddling with you, it can most probably be found exploring its surroundings while learning more about its environment due to its nature as a curious animal. It won't cause a lot of trouble, but it will try to explore as much as it can. Allow it to exhibit such behavior because of how it promotes the rabbit's curious personality, and due to how it allows it to have a bit of exercise as it hops around the room, trying to learn about the different things around it. Plush Lops are also quite playful rabbits that will not mind playing with different kinds of toys that are safe for them to use. They are not the most active breeds of rabbits, but they also are not the laziest as well. Instead, they are actually very controlled and calm when they are doing some sort of physical activity. Other than playing with its toys, it will hop around the room to try to enjoy the freedom you allowed it to have. Plush Lop rather behaves yet still calm in terms of how playful and active it is. It will not try to do anything that is out of the normal and will not cause you a lot of trouble due to how it does not have the tendency to do naughty things. This makes it a perfect pet to have for the entire family, as small kids and older adults can enjoy having the Plush Lop around. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.